As you are aware that last week I did a performance upgrade on my Interceptor 650 in form of the AW 102 exhaust, right? So with that, I did not have the performance air filter as yet to go ahead and replace the stock air filter. So this was a much needed upgrade along with the performance exhaust to get the full potential and full performance from the machine. So I went ahead and ordered Motowings performance after looking up the product details and all that on the portal, and also checking with few of my friends who've been using this product, right? So product typically claims to be able to allow 30% increased air compared to the stock filter, while ensuring air is filtered in a appropriate manner without letting the dust particles go in, right? So yeah, so this is a performance air filter, hyperflow air filter, washable, reusable, and all that, and comes with a lifetime warranty. And if you look at the product description, right, the stock air filter allows 42.6 CFM of airflow versus the hyperflow air filter, which does 54, which is about 30% more air. So what does that mean, or what does that translate? That directly translates to vehicle being able to breathe adequately, get enough air into the system, and yield in better combustion of fuel, and give a better performance output, right? So that's pretty much what this is going to do. This is a plug and play product, just a stock replacement. You just got to remove the stock and put this in, and yeah, so that's the product. And in terms of maintenance, I see that filters, I believe, require cleaning and recharging every 15,000 kilometers, right? So that's a good interval, right? Over 1 year or maybe 2 years, depending on the usage what you have. So that's good. And they have a recharge kit also available, and it's advised not to use soap or water to clean it. Yeah, that's the product, my friends, and it's a very calculated air filter, which is built using layers of cotton gauze, right, and supported by an aluminum mesh construction for strength and efficiency. And let's open the box and see what's in it. Yeah. Okay, so well, I got this from Bike and Biker because I could get the shipping at much faster speed because it's in the same city where I live, Bangalore. So that's the reason. Okay, so this is how the pack looks, as you can see. So they've sent a wonderful keychain from Motowings Performance. It's a nice one. Okay, good. So now the air filter, the main thing, right? There is a Motowings performance sticker. Probably this will go onto my air filter box to indicate that there is a performance air filter. So keep that aside. So going back to the product, right? So I did have a couple of options to choose between a couple of brands like DNA, K&N, and Motowings. I went with Motowings because of the reputation what they have built in the market recently with good quality products. So this one main difference in terms of construction, what I found was these pillars are solid aluminum pillars, which give it a better strength, right? When the air suction is happening, these tend to, you know, bulge a bit in term when the induction is really happening inside the machine. So this pillar helps to keep that under control, under check, and give it a better structural strength, right? So there is Motowings branding here, and this is going to be a direct plug and play. You just plug it in and put your stage 2 kit as well. So if you are putting a performance air filter, guys, definitely make sure get a stage 2 kit, because otherwise you would not really find difference as much, because the stock air filter snorkel does not allow as much air to get in, right? So that's a challenge. So to definitely get your stage 2 kit as well. So let's open it up and see what's in the stage 2 kit. So this is manufactured and marketed by a company called Engage. I think that's part of the sales concern of Motowings Performance. And this air filter costs about 3,500 MRP, and this one about 900 rupees. So yeah, this says that it is tested on Royal Enfield 650 Twins. Okay, let's see how the stage 2 kit looks like. Okay, solid aluminum construction. So this would just go in on top of your air filter as you fill it in, right? And the screws get in. So yeah, without wasting any further time, let's dive into the DIY and go ahead and install this product. My friends, so I've taken off the RH side cover and the seat to get access to the screw what we need to remove here. This is the screw you need to remove, and once you remove that, you'll be able to pry out this side cover. So yeah, so you need an Allen key to do that. Okay, let's keep the Allen screw and the washer safely, and this comes out this way, right? So it's just got the rubbers, and you just lift it up this way. So that's pretty much in terms of removing the side cover, right? So it's a simple and straightforward process. So once you do that, we will need to see of course I would like to keep the place clean before I start working on it, just to make sure you inspect your cables and your relays, etc. These are the relays what would need to be checked, you know, in case you face any kind of starting issues, or you know, any kind of RPM issues and all of that. So since we have opened it up, we are going to clean the place and make sure there is no termite or rat infestation, etc. whatsoever onto the wiring harness, etc. So yeah, all looks to be good. So now we will go ahead and get these 3 screws off, and then go ahead with the installation. Okay, all right, is this the right screw? Okay, so needs more torque. There it goes. I will make sure that I don't drop any of the screws, because once you drop them they can go misplaced, or you'll waste a lot of time searching them across the floor. All right, so the stock snorkel is out, and this is our stock air filter, what's there, right? So I'm going to pull this out simply this way. It's out. So it's a very simple paper filter, my friends. So you might have questions saying that why paper filter, why manufacturers use paper filter, right? So when manufacturer builds a bike, right, they do it at a best case scenario where they would want to keep a check on the cost of the components as well, right? That's very, very important. Otherwise they would not be able to deliver at the price point. So the engineers have the responsibility to engineer the product to a best case scenario in a conservative manner, so that the cost can be kept under check, right? That's why none of the manufacturers of OEM provide you a performance air filter. So this is a paper air filter, simple paper air filter, which you will see in most of the vehicles, right? So let's keep this aside along with the stock snorkel uh, safely. All right, so now let's get access to the Motowings performance air filter, right? All right, so this would just go in simply like this. You cannot put it in a wrong direction either ways, so it would just go in one direction always. Okay, so it would just be a snug fit is what I presume, simply like this. That's about it. So it's gone in. So now we're just going to put the plate, the stage 2 kit plate. I'm going to place the stage 2 kit plate simply like this on the air filter, and put the stock screws back in place. And when you install a performance air filter, it's always advisable that let your bike idle for about 5 to 10 minutes, so that the ECU adjusts itself to the increased airflow, right? And it's going to set your fuel and air mixture, and give you a stable performance. So yeah, screws are in. Let's fasten them. I wouldn't over tighten anything, because it's a plastic box end of the day, so I don't want to end up cracking the box, right? So just make sure it's tight enough and not over tight, right? Doesn't require too much of torque either. So yeah, we should be good with this. Okay, so now that we've installed it, let me power on the bike and see how it sounds, right? And by the way, I've put back the baffles on my AW exhaust. So I put the baffles back. So I was riding around the town yesterday, so I thought I will put it back and ride it around and see how it feels, right? So let me power it on. So as I said, I would let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes before I rev the bike or do anything of that sort. So I'm going to put back the side covers here and then get the bike packed up, right? Put everything back in place. So it's again a simple process, my friends. So just slide this rubber into this groove, you're done, and then this here, done. That's about it. Now we're going to put the Allen screw back in its place. So my friends, we're done with installing the product, and I've idled the machine for about 10 minutes, and here's how the machine sounds now with better air going into the inlet. Sounds amazing. So yeah, let's now this completes the installation process, and I'm going to talk about what's the difference in terms of performance with the new filter and exhaust in the upcoming rides. So do stay tuned, and let me know in case of any questions. Happy to answer, and thank you again for watching this. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.